my fantastic, wonderful, and amazing Viking friends out there. I just happened to pick this up at a little festival and I was really curious. Wunjo is Nordic for joy and happiness, and I'm actually really intrigued. It's a cocktail smoker, and who wouldn't want to smoke a bunch of cocktails or beverages or anything else? After all, smoke hides the flavor of bad food like a helmet hides a bad haircut. And I'm intrigued by this actually. I think this will work. So, let's get started.
Noise in the distance, shadows on the water. War cry erupts, steel clash sounding harder. Viking drums pound, heartbeats quicken in the night. Call of the raven, signal for the fight. Axes swing, warriors marching, no retreat. Thundering steps, war drums sink, heavy beat. Blood on the fjords, glory for the bow. Stories told in firelight, legends growing old.
The first thing we're going to do is set this up. I am not sure how to use one of these. Well, we'll figure it out. These are wood chips. We have pecan. Depends on where you're at in the world, whether you say pecan. I don't know. There's different ways to say it. I've just learned how to say pecan. Apple, cherry, oak. You have to forgive my dog tip-tapping in the background. She is looking for more food. It's almost feeding time. She's kind of hungry. And she's going to the treat cabinet. You can wait. Wunjo. I actually love this. This is a little coaster. Mama could get in trouble with this. It's a little lighter. Aha! Cocktail smoker. Liquor smoking methods. Place the smoke on top of the cocktail, put the wood chip inside, ignite the chips. After the flame is extinguished, cover the top and a perfectly smoked cocktail is finished. You do wine. You could smoke ice cubes. Wait, what? Okay, you can smoke water. Yes, you could put this over water and it smokes the water. Okay. I will try it out. So let me fill this up and let me put some ice in here. This is just coffee. This isn't liqueur. And yeah. Okay, I have a couple of things. Right now I have some salmon grilling up on the back. I say grilling, but really honestly it's in my cast iron skillet. Here in the back it's just frying up a little bit. And then we're going to have some elk with a little bit of mozzarella and a little bit of low carb pasta sauce to make it more of an Italian dish. And then I have my iced coffee. Now, I didn't add cream to it or anything. There's nothing in this. And then pecan. Okay. Ooh. All right. I'm going to just tap a little bit of this inside of this mesh right here. So there's a steel plate in here. I'm going to move the pieces of wood in. Really? inside here. I'm not sure how much we need. Would apple be better in this, or cherry? Apple. No, pecan. I'm just going to use pecan. Pecan. For all of my friends overseas, the battle over here in the United States is real with the pronunciation of pecan. You go one place and they'll pronounce it one way. You go a different place and they'll pronounce it another way. And they argue about it. If you ever want to start a fight in an American place, just ask for some pecan pie. You may or may not get a scolding. Anyway, and there really is no right or wrong way to say it. Oh, I guess I have to. Okay, all right. Ooh. Okay. Ow! Ow, that's hot. Okay, so one thing you have to do is set this down. Whew. Whew. I did it wrong, maybe. I got all the air. All right. There we go. Okay, that's another problem I have now is I'm going to have to drink some. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Now let's try this again. Okay, now we put the top on. Anything magical going on? Oh! It is becoming smoky in there. Okay. So the learning curve was big. Not sure if I did it right or not, but okay. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, let's taste it. Subtle. Subtle. Wonder if we have to do more. I'm going to do oak this time. Now, I presume you could buy these online too. I don't know. Okay. Oh. I'm not sure I'm doing it completely right. Okay, one more time. Oh, okay, that makes it better. Do we shake it? I don't know. Okay. Well, definitely more smoke this time. Don't breathe that smoke in. Okay. I wouldn't do the oak on these kind of things. Coffee. The pecan was a lot better. Yeah. Now it's like this pecan oak variety. definitely smoky. Okay, now that I have oak in here, wonder if I could, see, I'm gonna have all sorts of different wood in here. This is still a little hot. I have elk right here, and I am going to see about, I don't know. It has a mozzarella flavor because I put mozzarella in there. Cherry? No. More oak? Well, let's try oak. No, let's try pecan again. Now I wonder if you could get other wood flavors as well. Hickory. What else do we use? Can't think of the other things that we use here in America to smoke our barbecue. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, this is a problem. All right. We'll just do this. Oh, gee. Holy moly. Okay, it just... Smoke doesn't fall downwards. Oh, that's hot. Oh, that's hot. Ah. What's going on? Excuse me. Okay, let's try this whole thing again. All right. Nope, not smoky. Because the smoke didn't go on to it. Okay, hold on. Oh, there's more than one way to smoke this meat. Ah, I'm looking a mess. By the way, this is just elk meat. In Scandinavia, it would be elk. Actually, moose here would be elk there. Same thing, right? Actually, moose or elk in Norway, Sweden. They're a lot bigger, a lot more grumpy. Don't mess with moose. Okay, this is going to be kind of ugly, and I am so sorry to all of my viewers. I am not making a good presentation here. That's okay. I never said I was a good cook. I just said I was a cook. All right. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to have a lot of dishes after this. Okay. Let's try this again. And, all right. Okay. Hold on. Okay, clean the rim here. Okay. 3, 2, 1, and go for it. Okay. It's working. Oh. I'm going to do that again here. Okay, so the more you do it, the more smoke goes down inside. Oh, I'm figuring it out. Okay. So now the glass is completely encased in smoke. So don't be afraid of it. And don't hold on to it while you're smoking anything, because it hurts. Just so you know. All right. Okay. So let me turn my salmon around. Making sure to get all the sides. Meanwhile, oh, that is nice and smoky. All right, here's the thing. Okay. I mean, that's kind of actually a really cool presentation. If somebody were to serve this to me at a restaurant, I'd do it. That is wonderful. Seriously, that is... Wow. It really does smoke thing. Oh my goodness. I found a new trick. Would I honestly pick the oak? I am not a fan of the oak, but it does smoke it. Whoa. This means I don't have to throw things on the fire pit. Well, that is awesome. Oh, see, it's already getting dirty. It's already getting used. Okay. Now I have cherry, apple, pecan. I'm not too fond of the oak. What would go good with the salmon? Oh, you know what this means? I'm going to have to find a container for the salmon. All right, hang on. Okay, I have a container for the salmon, and I'm going to finish it up on either side. If you haven't seen my salmon video, it's a very old video, but it makes a delectable salmon. You just fry it in butter, you turn it, you toss it, and eventually you'll get a crispy outside and a delicious inside. So that's what we're going to do. While this is cooking, I decided to add a little bit of, oh my, it's going crazy back there. You all right back there? I decided to add some apple wood, and I'm thinking about trying some ice, because apparently you can smoke some ice. Let's try ice here. Maybe it's just a cool effect. I don't know. If you're wondering, I got this in Texas. There's some interesting people in Texas. All right. Let's try it again. Melted the ice. Oh, that is really interesting. Oh, well, that's cool. It condensed. Well, I have to admit, this has been really cool. This would be a great party effect if you had a bunch of guests and you wanted to impress them. I like this. Now for the smoked salmon. This is gonna be really interesting. Okay. Again, this is applewood. I didn't trade it out. Okay. Here goes nothing. We'll leave that sit for just a second. And it smells absolutely delicious, just so you know. Okay. Hot. Not very smoky. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Okay. I'm obviously messed today. Needed a little bit more smoke. But it has just a tiny smoke flavor, which makes it delicious. Alright. What else can we smoke? Let me rinse this out and let me see what else we have. We're going to try a pickled egg here. If I don't get 100 views on this video, there's something wrong with everybody. Who does this, right? Who does this, really, honestly? Just a crazy woman on the internet that likes fire and smoke and likes swords and battle axes. Here I go. I'm surprised there's not a meme out there of me doing my crazy stuff. Crazy. Hold on. There we go. This is definitely a party trick. So if you are having some kind of party out there, yeah. Well, that's interesting. Okay, let's try this. A smoked pickled egg isn't the best. I'm pretty sure if you just did a hard-boiled egg, it'd be delicious. But the fact that it's pickled and then smoked, we could choose something else. Hold on. Okay. I now have sour cream. No. Can I? Oh, it barely fits. It barely fits. Maybe we could do this. Maybe we could do this. Okay. I'm going to add some salt and some other spices in there. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to add a little bit of hot sauce. This is red chili hot sauce, nothing fancy. And since I'm going to be the only one eating this, I'm going to stir it up with my own fork here. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay. So I'm stirring that up. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm going to... Hold on. Hold on. When in Rome, right? Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm going to get this dirty. That's okay. I'm going to get this dirty. That's all right. That's all right. Still applewood. I don't know. Would applewood be still good in this? I don't know. We'll try it, though. All right. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to let that sit for a minute. Okay. So, you could do sauces. You could do hard-boiled eggs. You could do salmon and other meat, as long as you have some sort of container that is small. I'm sure there are other types out there in the internet today, but this is fascinating. You can definitely do some variety. Yep, I did make a mess. Oh my gosh, I made a mess. I'm gonna have a lot of cleaning up too. Ooh. Ooh. It kind of melted it a little bit. Okay, here we go. Here we go. That is the most delicious. That beyond the elk. The salmon with the sour cream with a little bit of salt, and there's a bit of garlic and a little bit of onion powder and chili hot sauce. I am telling you what. That is amazing. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that is just delicious. Okay. All right. Now for the finale. I think what I'm going to try is butter. Hold on. You can't tell that I use a lot of butter in my household, can you? All right. Let me go rinse this out. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna put, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? Okay. And microwave this for a minute. Okay. Now for the melted butter. Okay. We're just doing applewood again. I'm not going crazy here. Okay. Here we go. Not enough. Now the wood chips actually last a long time. How many dishes have I done already? So this can actually last quite a while, especially if you use this for parties and other holiday events, or if you want to just bring it out during special occasions. There we go. And the chips themselves are not that thick. They're just really tiny. I think what makes or breaks this is this kind of lighter. Okay. Let's taste. Ooh, it's smoky. All right. Okay. The apple didn't do good. Hold on. Let me trade this out for... Let me try oak this time. Now, the oak didn't go good with the elk. Or the coffee. Okay. A little bit in there. There we are. There we are. I always feel like I'm doing this wrong. Okay. Okay. Well, while we're waiting that to impart. Absolutely delicious. Okay. I'm gonna have to clean this before I put it away. All right. Okay. Okay. Smoked butter. It sounds crazy, doesn't it? Yes, smoked butter is delicious. Why not, right? I mean, you know. Hmm. 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 It changes the flavor. It was a very sweet smokiness with a little bit of heat. And now there is this robustness right underneath it that picks it up. It's almost like you have notes. You have a top note that says, I'm sweet, I'm light, I'm just here. And then you have other notes in there, like the spice in there and the creaminess. And then you have that base note that just picks it all up and scoops it up and says, I am with you. And it's the ending note, that note right there, that defines the flavor. And it's robust, and it's a little bit of salt, but not crispy. So you definitely change the flavor with what kind of smoke you use and what kind of toppings you use on the salmon. So definitely, this is a thing. I've got to clean this now. But besides that, I think we found a new toy. I mean, fire and smoke and, other things like that. So that would be that. If you like this video just a little bit, please subscribe if you haven't already. And to my other subscribers, all my other subscribers, I love you. You make the channel what it is. You make me want to do some more crazy zany things, and it's just, the channel builds like this. So, there you have it, my friends. Smoked anything you need, as long as you could fit it into a little container that could seat this right on top. And it's also a parlor trick if you want to make your friends kind of question your sanity. Until next time, my friends, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because sometimes I put out some of the strangest videos at the strangest times, and I know that. And until next time, my friends, we could tell. Skål!
Ravens call echo, battle cry crescent. Drums of war dictate, no place to pretend. War is stand strong, faith in their hands. Till saga ends, we conquer these lands.
I know who you are, and today we're going to be experimenting. Ah, my goodness. I can't talk right now. Oh my goodness. Hello, all of my fantastic, wonderful, and amazing Viking friends out there. I am going to be experimenting with this brand new toy I have discovered. It's called Munyo. That is hot. Ooh, it's smoky. There's a mesh inside of a steel plate. Excuse excuse the dog hair, sorry. You didn't say that. You can wait. This is a little cute. So she drinks. Of course she drinks. Oh my goodness. You're drinking a lot of water. It is hot today. Okay, go lay down. Now, I haven't drank alcohol in a very long time, but other wait, hold on. Alcoholic, oh my goodness. I can talk. I really can talk. I swear. And I'm trying apple this time. Okay. Smoky. But it has just a tiny smoke flavor, which makes it delicious. So I can eat this all day. Alright.